I'm Chris Urquhart, with publisher of Natural Awakenings magazine, and I'm here with Joanne Augusto of Joanne's Nutrition World in Fort Pierce. Joanne has been in the wellness industry for a long time, and Nutrition World has been in Fort Pierce for 50 years, and she has owned and operated it for the last 14 years. So thank you so much for joining us today, Joanne. We're happy to have you.
It's great to be here. I love this. Zoom is making so much possible now. It's like all the kids are using it, we're using it. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great way to connect, even though
yeah. I love that, Fort Pierce is such a unique community. And when I first came here 14 years ago for Nutrition World, and people were telling me stories how it had been in the community for over 50 years, I felt so connected to it because I myself have been doing nutrition for over 30 years. I got passionate about nutrition because I was ill as a young girl and all the pharmaceuticals couldn't help me. My mom worked in a hospital and she had lots of doctors see me and I really couldn't get helped. And then some hippie nutritionist just came along my path and told me to give up certain foods and do certain lifestyle practices that my mother, the mother of 8 children, had never heard of. And it worked. I got better, all my symptoms went away. So at a very young age, I was just passionate about natural foods, a lifestyle. I went to Boston to study. And then I came to Florida and just started working the retail market at a real big popular store in Miami. And then that was it. I started working as a nutrition educator, and then I worked on the manufacturing side. And then I decided when kids came, okay, wait, I need some roots. I need to be grounded. I can't be in my car all the time. So that's when I came across Nutrition World, and it was for sale. And it's been my passion ever since. And I love retail. I love working with different people every day. And I love it. It's just, it's great to help people and see different people each day too. I like the excitement of meeting new friends every day.
I love your hippie reference. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah.
When we started the magazine 20 years ago, I remember that was the connotation, all the health foods.
Oh yeah, I have no problem referencing myself as a hippie. I think it's a great way to label myself.
I do too. I just hadn't thought about it in a while. So, so right now we're all kind of sequestered in our homes, and business is not as usual. It's more become as unusual. So, what is it how are you adapting and changing in the world?
Well, I feel like I'm adapting day by day because in the beginning it was insane. I had lines out my door. People from all walks of life that had never stepped into a health food store were approaching me, discussing the immune system, a topic they had never even brought up. So I had lines for elderberry and colloidal silver and D3 and vitamin C. And so at first it was just crazy insanity. Now it's calmed down to a point where I feel like I have time to approach people one-on-one and teach them about the core basics of health and just getting relaxed, getting rid of the anxiety, the tension, the fear response, just coming back to basics. I hate sometimes when we treat things with the one pill fix or the one answer. I think this is a perfect example where it can apply. It's the lifestyle. So now it's calm. Our hours are very limited now. It's only 11 to 2 Monday through Friday. So I'm trying to make one-on-one visits so people feel safe but have time with me so we can, really go into how their choices affect their immune system. And I got restocked on all the popular sellers, so I'm thankful now I have stock back in the things that social media is speaking about, like vitamin C and D3. But I wanted to reiterate with you and your listeners that there's so much more, like probiotics for gut health. 80% of our immunity comes from the gut health. And when we're stressed and our cortisol's high, it goes to our belly. We're just not operating normal. So I like people to really just get back to basics. We're making sure they're hydrating, getting fresh air, staying in communication with loved ones so they don't feel lonely or sad or depressed. Keeping on a sleep schedule, which is really critical. I have friends that are watching Netflix till like 4 a.m. because they don't have to get up for work the next morning. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. We have to stay on a pattern. This too shall pass, and we need to be ready for when, the doors all open up. So I feel that I'm doing my best part to stay safe, keep my customers safe. I also am offering curbside delivery, which I think now that I have a rear entrance for my location, it's so convenient. They literally park right behind my store. I just run the bag out to them and it's done in 2 minutes and everyone's safe and happy. And also free shipping. So I'm doing the best I can, and I'm hoping that that's enough. So
That's fantastic. So if someone wants to do a curbside delivery with you, do they just give you a call? Is that the best way to?
yes, sometimes I do have my cell phone number on every business card. And a lot of my customers are texting me their orders. I bag them up and then I just grab their credit card from them, run it in, and then run it back out. Or if they're comfortable, they can give it to me over the phone, whichever works for them. But I sanitize their card before and after every use. I have all natural sanitizers that I'm using at the store and chemical ones for the people that are so inclined. But it's working out great so far.
Yeah, it's really, amazing how quickly we've all adapted and innovated and figured out
Yeah.
how to.
Chris, you know why I think that is? I think it's because we're hurricane people. I believe that the hurricane, because we are so used to all of a sudden getting the news, and then we go into like this panic mode where we're buying up like crazy, we're talking to strangers about it, and we're looking at the news 24/7, and then we calm down a bit. And then we kind of come together and then we're like, okay, we're gonna be okay. As long as you're not watching the news 24/7 and, working on the worst case scenario. So I always look at the glass half full. I've been accused of that my entire life, but we have to right now. We have to stay positive, hopeful, faithful, and because why go the other direction? It's not necessary.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I remember thinking that at first, just getting groceries, that it was looking around thinking it's like a hurricane, but
Yep.
it's not the weather. There's no weather.
Yeah, and everyone's joking about the toilet paper, but yeah, I think that has brought us together as a world. I mean, we have this one conversation that everyone can discuss and have a working knowledge of it. So I think it's hysterical and actually a positive thing.
Yes, I'll need toilet paper. So you also have wellness options in your store. So
It's been tricky, Chris. So just a short time ago, I was thrilled to open up I was waiting for this to happen for many years, a wellness center. So it's right next door to my supplement store. It's 4 private rooms, a beautiful reception area, and a lounge waiting area. So normally massage happens in there and biofeedback and cranial work and infrared sauna, but some of the therapists have felt that it's safer to stay home right now. So we do have biofeedback because she can set the person up safely 6 feet away from her. My husband and I just had it done just 2 days ago. I think biofeedback is so important right now because there's so much talk between 5G and EMFs and all this anxiousness and fear information. Biofeedback just helps regulate us. And then the infrared sauna, of course, is available. In the infrared sauna, it goes up to almost 150 degrees. So it's self-sterilizing and antibacterial and antiviral in itself. So a session of that's only $25. You get the private room for an hour. It's a great time to do some breath work, calm your body down, and just regroup. So that's still happening as well.
The reason I would want to go sit in just to put in perspective, 150 degrees for a period of time is for the health benefits.
Yes, so you can burn 600 calories. It actually gets to the infrared, which is near, mid, far infrared lighting. That gets to the core of the cell, the mitochondria. So it's making you sweat. So in definition, you lose toxins when you sweat, but it's so much more than that. It's cell renewal happening more efficiently. It's reducing stress. It's reducing blood pressure, wound healing, and just it gives you this. Like, it's like a good workout. When you're done with a great workout, you feel refreshed. That's how infrared works. It's not like a sauna that drains you, that you feel like afterwards you have to go to bed. It's renewing, refreshing, and invigorating. That's what I love. I picture it like where you leave a yoga class, and even though you're a little sweaty, you don't feel like you have to change your clothes right away, and you might do a couple errands in them. That's how infrared works. It's kind of refreshing and makes you feel like you just did a really good thing for your body. So, and it's only $25. And normally I let a significant other go in the sauna with someone for no additional cost. So if someone's comfortable with that right now, of course, that still applies.
Sounds great. So you also do a radio show. Can you share a little bit about what you cover on
Sure.
the show and how people can tune in?
Oh my God. So as you might have noticed, I love talking. So radio show is definitely one of my favorite things I do each week. So every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. on WPSL, which is 1590 a.m., I have a show called World of Nutrition. And I think I've been doing it over 10 years. Just love it. I have lots of interesting guests on. I've had some real good leading nutrition authorities on the show. And this Thursday coming up, I have someone that's a gut microdome specialist for good bacteria. So I'm really hoping no one misses that one. So yeah, every Thursday morning, WPSL.com, you can click listen live from any device, or Alexa has it, or you can just do 1590 a.m.
That sounds
So, yeah, I hope everyone listens.
Thank you so much for sharing your updates and your knowledge with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So those of you who want to connect with Joanne, Joanne's Nutrition World is located at 101 US Highway 1 in Fort Pierce. You can read more online at joannesnutritionworld.com, or you can reach out to her by phone, 772-464-3598. Again, thank you so much, Joanne.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.
Everyone, be well, stay connected.